to that in this topic you want, then I will take that topic or else I will go with some other things. Okay. Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. If you speak, I can take the session. If you won't speak, I cannot take the session. Okay. Because this is just like not like that. Okay, I will take some notes or I'll give some session. You will listen and go. So it's really a practical side how you will interact in this once you join into the organization. This is what he asked me to take some session on this. Okay. So before
Yes,
that,
sir.
hello, somebody said something. What is that? Okay. Now, just to understand you, how you explain what is service desk. If anybody asks what is service desk, how you will explain what is service desk? Can anybody say what is service desk? As per your convenient, you can explain. I'll correct it. How you are to answer into the interview. That is what the intention of asking some questions to you so that I'll take one more question for you guys. Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah. Tell me how you define the service desk.
Service desk is a means it is a provide single point of contact to the communicated persons.
What is that definition? I don't understand. At least have you understood what you have said?
So service desk engineer resolve the queries of IT organization or a customer.
Mhm. That is his work. I asked what is service desk? Why we need service desk at the organization level?
Basically, service desk is a single point of contact between service provider and users, and they can manage the incidents and service that come in the IT sector. So it's a service as a support service responsible for managing all the incidents that happen in IT sector.
Okay. Is this only you have studied or you only know this?
This we know.
You know. I think he might have not said this. Latif might have not said this. Okay, I'll explain what is service desk. Why we need a service desk here. So just I will explain three things here. Then I will give the definition of that so that you can understand what is service desk. So when I talk about the service desk part here, okay, first of all, why I need this service desk here. So when I consider any IT organization, so this any of the IT department in the organization, or this consists of mainly two major parts. One is what you call software side and other is infrastructure side. That means we have a team like this. So those people we have having the people who are belongs to who have a good knowledge on the server side. Suppose these are the server team. or network team at the level 1 or level 2 side of experience on this. Those who have a knowledge on the routers, switches, and these people, I'll call it as server or the network team. And we have another team is this is you say some management team. Management means don't think that they will manage or managers. Here above these levels, these will escalate the level 2 and level 3 uh, services in infrastructure side. And we have another is an application side team. Suppose my organization is maintaining SAP cloud-based SAP site. So if there is any SAP issues, how you will resolve? Will you resolve that application at SAP site? Do we know that SAP? Do we know the SAP, how the SAP will work or how the SAP will do? Anybody knows that?
I heard about SAP, but I don't know the
You
process, sir.
cannot do that. Is it or not? If any issue comes from the SAP, you cannot do. Or any issue if it comes from the other application side, we cannot do that. There are the certain specific persons in the application side. Like that, the people are here. This is one team, this is one team, and this is one team. And we have clients here. Those who are using these servers, those who are using the other network things. So these are all the clients. They have kept their application servers. They kept their other services. They are getting some services from this. And these are the client 1, client 2, client 3. Client 3 and client N. Like that we have client N. So these different clients, they have certain issues. That means this guy may have to build their VPN connection to this, or this guy wants a another is called say their application side issue. This guy need a VPN connection. This guy need a one more say some software installations, or this guy needs some other things. So like that, we have a different requirements for this clients. So client doesn't know who is the person here who is taking the network, who is taking this, or whether it comes to L1 level or L2 level or L3 level, or whether it is an application level. He don't know, but he is facing an issue there. And he cannot contact with the persons who are riding here on this different shifts. Organization thought that I need to streamline this process. So to streamline streamline and make my process. Mister, you close your mic. That is disturbing us a lot. Shivans Tirupati. Are you sitting in the class? Or are you in the market?
Oh, sorry, sir. Sorry, sir. I forget.
Okay. Now, if you consider like this, is my screen is visible to all?
No, sir.
Sorry? No,
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 sir.
No,
No,
sir.
sir.
No, sir.
just
No,
I'm
we are not.
person writing. Just I'm writing that. Okay. Is it fine? Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
This is here. Actually, the team is some server persons, network persons, or those who have a more knowledge on the server side, network and application side. These are all the clients. So they want to reach these guys is a difficult. So what they thought is every organization has thought that we have to streamline the process and make some process so that customer will satisfy, which leads to the growth of the organization, which leads the growth of the organization. So they kept, now I am defining the what is service desk. So to keeping in this mind, so I had to streamline. That means this guy don't know who will resolve that issue, or this guy don't know who is resolving that issue, or who is resolving this issue, who is resolving this issue, or who can able to resolve that issue in this team of infrastructure or application type people. So they kept one more. Here I am defining the service desk now. Okay. Service desk is a technical team, is a tech team having basic knowledge, basic knowledge and uses tools to resolve the issues, issues from simple to complex, simple to complex issues for the customer satisfaction. That means I kept one team of the people, those who know the basic knowledge. I'm saying the basic knowledge, not that because you don't know what is the server, you don't know what is router, how to configure the router, how to configure the firewall. So they have introduced a team, service desk team. So this team is having a basic knowledge to resolve the issues. So don't give the definitions like a generic definition. It is the single point of contact or this or this. So the main purpose of this is this. That means they kept a basic knowledge of the technical team so that they can resolve the issues which are faced by the customers. If it is a small issue, that will be resolved by the service desk guy. If the issue is the application side, then he will transfer that to the application guy who is taking care of that. Just now I have given an example is what? SAP guy. Suppose there is a problem with the SAP application, you cannot resolve. But this guy requires some person who can make his service ticket or his ticket to this application guy. So I need a person who can understand first what the client is require, or what is the client is asking, and which belongs to which group. Suppose he wants VPN connection. So he should know that whether I have to send it to this guy or this guy or this guy. And he should able to understand, you should able to get the knowledge, something, some information from this guy, that what is the VPN you require. Whether you require a SSL VPN or IPsec VPN, from where to where, that type of basic knowledge will be given to the service desk guy. Accordingly, he will transfer that ticket to this. So this is the purpose of the, this is the definition of the service desk. Don't think that it is the spark to resolve the issues. You won't resolve the issues which are not above your level. So a team, and they are using the tools. What are the tools they are using? One tool we call it as service desk tool. Service desk tool. Another tool is nothing but what? PRTG graph to define, to know how much bandwidth we are using. This is the PRTG graph. And another is network monitoring system. This is called NMS tool. That means this will, through this you can able to understand that when the system is going to be down, or what services are going to be down, or which service is using, or which server is using how much processor, or which server is consuming more bandwidth or the memory, so that you can analyze, that person can analyze. Suppose this application SAP server is using more memory utilization, then what happens? You have to inform to this guy that bus, this tool, this particular server is using 100% memory utilization. If the 100% memory utilization is there, then your server will not function properly. Server will slow down. So we will intimate this to this guy, this service desk guy, by going through this NMS tool. He will intimate to this guy, but there is a problem in your SAP server, or there is a problem in your application server. So please go and check that. So like this, we have this NMS tool. I think Latif might have shown you this. So this is the NMS tool. I'll show you that. So this is the demo I am giving you. So this is the demo. That means here you will log in into this system, so that you will observe what are the, how much speed is there, what are the issues that are there in my network. So this is the CPU utilization of this server, maximum 10 servers they will give. So this is the CPU utilization of this. This is the memory utilization of the server. Okay, this is the bandwidth utilization of the server. So memory utilization, like this, it will indicate that these are the issues that is facing there. Or here it is saying packet losses. That means what? Something is happening to that server. It is not connecting. See, disk space. It is used almost all. This disk space used 97%. 97, 17% your system won't work properly. And similarly, memory utilizations. So like this, you can monitor this using a network monitoring system. You will intimate to the concerned person, boss, there is a problem with this. Suppose if I go with this, I will see all the devices. not only 10. So if I see here, it is saying some trouble with this Windows 2008 server. Can you able to see this? This one?
Yes, sir.
See, here it is saying. So here it is some problem is there. That means some packet losses are coming. That means there is an issue. It will give an alert like this. Some Windows machine. See here, the remote things is not coming. Interface is down. So some interface is down so that people cannot access that system. So this is intimating you. This is alerting you guys. So what you will do, being a service desk guy, you will use this tool, network monitoring system, and you will intimate to these guys who are in this system so that they will come across that, okay, but something is going on. So you will this, like this, we are using the service desk guys. So this is the service desk guy. This is the team which is having a basic technical knowledge to resolve the issues and customer satisfaction. That is very, very important. Okay. Got the point? What is meant by a
Yes, sir.
service
Got it.
desk?
Yes,
Fine.
sir.
Okay, fine.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Then what is SLA? Or instead of that, how many types of tickets are there? Types of tickets. That means here
Three
what
types
they
of
will
tickets.
do? Three types of ticket. What are those three type of tickets? Tell me the three types.
Incident alert and
Incident.
And problem.
Next is alert. Next is
Service request.
next
Problem
one
and
is
service request.
service request. So what is an incident now?
If any uninterrupted thing happen in the IT sector or that lay down all the facilities, so that comes
Mhm.
under the incident.
Once again, Swati,
Yes.
come again.
So basically, incident is an uninterrupted cause happened in the IT sector or that lay down the facilities.
I don't know. What is uninterrupted calls? What is
Like
lay
there is a
down?
service issue, server down.
Hmm, okay.
unplanned
Anyone?
activity, sir. Means
Yeah.
unplanned activity.
Unplanned.
Activity or a
And
problem.
see, one thing you try to understand.
Okay.
Here we won't accept the general terminologies. That will looks like a awkward cock and bull stories. So that stories is not entertained in the interview. That's why I am taking your session for this. So generally word as we are talking like that, if you general as the conversation you are we are doing like that, if you take any session, any interview or any answer, he won't satisfy. So your answer should be precise and technical. The technical. So Rahul said to some extent, but there is a problem. So what is an incident means what? Incident is nothing but unplanned shutdown of services. You said up to this, but the value of this incident will come after this only. Services causing production loss. So if you want to use this production loss, then there is no meaning for the incident. There is no meaning. Incident is nothing but unplanned shutdown. All of the sudden your service will go down. Service or server, whatever it may be. So what that you will take? You said its incident is this. Then how you have to work? I'm asking the question. You have
So
a
we have to
shutdown.
check that we have to check the
Suppose
problem that
router is
arises.
down. Router is down. Will you go and check? Will you check why the router is down? Or your web application is down? Will you go and check web application? No, no. We won't allow you to touch the router itself. So what here we have to do is, once there is an unplanned shutdown, so very first thing what we have to do here it is, okay, resume the service to previous state. First we have to say that this is the action we will take. First of all, when there is an unplanned shutdown or an incident, first we will record. That means what time we got this unplanned shutdown or when we got this. So then I'll resume the previous state, previous state of the system. Then take measures. This is important. Take measures that it should not occur again. Should not occur. This is what you have to say incident. What is this? It should not occur again. I said, take measures. So what the measures I have to take? Suppose my link is down or this is not the scope of the industry. So when the link is down, first what I will do? Okay, only one link is there. Link is down, then I will escalate to that guy and this. So this is what unplanned shutdown and service causing the production loss. Up to here is fine. Now I said resume this. That means I will coordinate with the ILL guys that immediately you please make this to the up. Next what I said, take measures that it should not occur again. Link instead of one link, I will initiate, I will initiate for two links. This service desk guy will say that, boss, this is only one link is there. So whenever there is a link failure, this is causing the production loss. So the management people will take that. Okay, boss, this is causing the production loss. So what I will do, I'll take two links and keep high availability between two links. High availability means if this goes down, other will up. If other goes down, this will come up. Or both will work at a time. Some traffic will go from link 1, some traffic will go from link 2. If link 1 fails, all the traffic will automatically come to the link 2. So this is what the measure I took. It should not occur because two links are there. Two links you have to take from different vendors. Don't take it from only Tata means only Tata because Tata goes down, both links are down. So one link I will take it from the Tata and one link I will take it from the Airtel. If this goes down, this will work. If this goes down, this will work. So like that, keeping this is what the incident and how you behave when there is an incident is happening to this. Similarly, my server is down. Server is down. So what I will do, I'll keep two servers in FT mode. FT is nothing but what? Fault tolerance mode. So in this fault tolerance mode, if I keep my server, if one goes down, another will come up. So this is the measure I took when there is an incident. So I had to record this, but this is the incident is happened. So we have behaved like this. Suppose the incident is happened today morning. So I have not taken the steps. So what I have to do when there is an incident, you have joined newly into the organization. So people will say that, okay, boss, they will record this, what the measure they have taken when this type of system has, when this type of issue is occurred. So this record will be useful for you guys. Refer that. This is known as known error database. That means when there is an error, we will maintain this known error database, KEDB. So when there is an error, how to behave, how to act. Like this, we will keep a record of this, record of all known errors. So that the people will refer, whoever is in the next sessions, next die, they will refer and they will resolve the issue. So this is what you call it as incident. Got this point?
Yes, sir.
What is
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
what is problem management? You said something incident or problem. When I say what is problem management, I think Latif might have explained you problem management.
When incident happens, so if it occurs again and again, so that comes under the cause of the problem.
Totally wrong, no? Incident itself is that you have to take measures that it should not occur again. When it is coming again and again means your organization is not maintaining properly. Nobody will give certification to this guy. So what is a problem or the problem management? That means problem management is nothing but preventive preventive measures taken, preventive measures that we are taken such that problem should not come or issue should not come. This is that. Now, once the issue has come, you are resolving once, that is no use at all. So I have to take preventive measure. Before the problem comes, I have to see such that this issue will come. So I am taking preventive measures. Taking preventive measures that the problem should not occur. Followed the difference between this and this? Say, I will explain you in simple words. Suppose you have purchased the bike. Okay? You have purchased the bike. So when you have purchased the bike, he will explain you that, or he will say that every 1,000 kilometers you have to give it to the servicing. Or first you have to give it 500 kilometers, next you have to give 1,000 kilometers, next you have to give 2,000 kilometers. Like that, he will give some measures for that. Why I have to give service? All the people will have the bike. You are all giving the service to the bike, correct or not? So why you are giving
Yes, sir.
service? Why you want to give the service? After 10,000 kilometers, I won't give service. What happens? Think, generally think. Don't keep mum.
Performance will decrease.
Yeah, tell me, Sharma, something you said, Srima.
Performance will decrease.
Not. Your system will fail. Is it or not? If I won't give service, what happens? Your bike engine will get heated so that your bike will stop on the middle of the road. Why it will heated? Because the lubricant what you have given in that will come only for 1,000 kilometers. After 1,000 kilometers, lubricant won't work. So that your engine will become heated and your engine will stop on the middle of the road without any notice. That means it will go to incident. Sudden stop. So to avoid that, I am taking preventive measures. Precautionary measures. That means before 1,000 kilometers, if I don't give, then my bike will stop on the middle of the road. To avoid that, after 1,000, clear? Got the point?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Or I will give in the computer side. What is this problem management in the computer side? So my desktops and laptops and servers and network devices, these are all running in my organization. So there is a lot of dust will form on that. Because on the floor, my laptop or desktop or network is on the floors. So dust will come. So this dust will stop the fan which is rotating on the CPU. What happens? Because of this dust, CPU fan is rotating very slowly. Then my CPU will get heated. Then what happens? CPU will burn out. My processor will burn out. This I know this. processor will burn out if the fan is not rotating in proper way. So what I will do, I will use one window called preventive maintenance window. Okay, preventive. Every organization will do. What is this preventive maintenance window? Mean our main IT department work is what? System should run properly. Servers should run properly. Network should run properly. There should not be any delay or the performance of the system should not go down. So to do this, what I am doing is preventive maintenance activity. What it is doing in this, what I will do, first I will clean the dust on my laptop or this. I'll write on systems and I will remove temp files and I will remove browsers history and as well as I will uninstall any third party software is running on my system because that may cause the vulnerability. It is an issue for us. So uninstall third party third party software running on my system. Suppose you need some video cutter. You have installed that video cutter. For that time, it may need it. After that, if I keep it like this, then it will become a vulnerable for us. So that will destroy the performance of that. So to increase the performance of the system, I will take some measures. Taking that precautionary measures for the system performance, for improve the system performance, you are using this problem management part. You might have observed in your daily lives also. Sometimes they will say in the banks and this. What is that? Maintenance activity is going on. You cannot transfer the money or internet won't work or any ATMs won't work. Like that you will have some messages. Hope you might have seen that type of messages. You are familiar with that type of messages, I think. Okay.
Yes.
Okay,
Okay,
sir.
what they're doing there? What that they are doing is this one. So they will remove this because the people are going and getting the ATMs transfers. So some memory issues or something will come. So I'll clean that ATM machine. I'll clean the application that is running on that. Or I will give the cache. I will remove the cache, whatever that is there on that. So this type of things we call it as preventive maintenance activity. This is the main part of the problem management. Or the problem management is nothing but what? Preventive measures. Taking the preventive measures to avoid the system should stop. Or taking the preventive measures to increase the performance of the system is called problem management. A lot of difference is there between the incident and problem. This we don't know when this will come because the incident is nothing but what that will come. There is no issue that will come. We cannot stop this. This is all incident which is not in on our hand. So problem is detecting the issue before it comes. So taking precautionary measures, okay, taking precautionary measures to avoid the incidents. I can say in simple words. Incident means I can stop suddenly, or to increase the performance of to increase the performance of systems. Don't think that system means desktop or this. All the IT system we call it as system here. So taking precautionary measures to increase the performance of the network devices or servers or this, that is what we call it as problem management. Got these points? Getting these points.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, got it, sir.
That means you are not studying properly. Just you are listening something. You are not still came out of the engineering, I think. Still you are thinking that it is an engineering class. So that you read something, write something, so you won't pass. This won't be like this. The technically you should understand that preventive maintenance means what? What is the problem? If every time problem is coming and you are resolving means what is that? There is no meaning. Why the team will is here? Why the IT team is there? Every day my server is going down means what is the use of it? IT team. We have to find out why the server is going down and take some measures that it should not go down. When it gone down, that is the incident. When I take some precautionary measures that it should not go down is a problem management. So you have to understand the subject like that. Latif is explained so much of things to you. I think you are not catching that point. Am I correct?
So now we got that.
Got that point. Okay, fine. Okay, now what is an alert? He will ask you what is the difference between the service ticket and alert. This is the question you will get. What is the difference difference SR service request and alert?
Basically, alert is a warning that has to be reached for something.
Okay. Service request.
Service request. Service request is a means if particular employee wants Outlook 365, then he has to
Uh,
make a service request to the service desk person.
Request from
Service
the user for
request.
service.
Yeah. You should not give a specific that require mails or this. When we ask service request, it is the request raised by client or customer, whoever it may be. Client or customer, both are same. Small point is there after that. Uh, This request, whatever the request it is given, raised by the customer for certain service and no production loss. There is no production loss. This is request raised by the customer. Customer is raising the request, but I want VPN connection, or somebody just now somebody said my Outlook is not working. That is, there is no production loss. This is very important. If customer has raised the request which is causing the production loss, then it will become incident. Even if he comes, that will become an incident. When there is no production loss, then only we call it is a service request. So I'll give an example is this. Suppose I have two servers. One server is backup of other server. So this is one server and another server. Two servers are there. This is a backup server, and this is front end server. That is primary server, I'll say. This is the primary server. That is the secondary server. Now this all the people is accessing this server only. Okay. But this server is failed. Now I raised the request that this server is failed. So what is that request? Is it a service request or incident? This server
Service
is
request.
failed. This is
Service
service
request.
request. Why service request, Rahul? This is?
Because
Yeah, continue. Just you think. Don't think that when
it
I
is
ask
a
the question, you are
yeah, yes sir, yes. It is because it is we are using the service. That's why it is a service request.
no, no, not service. There is no production loss. Here there is no production loss because all the people are connecting to primary server only. So there is no disturbance in the work of the clients. This backup server is failed. So this is what you call it as service request only. Suppose the same, this is failed. Primary server is failed. Then what happens? This will become the incident because all the people are logging on to this. This is giving the production. Understood? I'll
Yes sir,
give
yes,
one
got it,
more.
got it.
I'll give one more example. Suppose my laptop not working or behaving ambiguously. That means sometimes even if I am not open, that is something is opening. Even if I won't touch, something is opening. All of the sudden my applications are closing. This is I have raised the ticket that my laptop is not working properly. Is it a service request or incident?
It's an incident.
Incident. Incident, sir.
Laptop not working. My laptop. I have raised the request. It is raised by the client. I have raised that, but my laptop is not behaving properly. Then is it a service request or incident? How can you say incident? Again, I said incident means which should cause production loss. Is it causing the production loss for the organization?
No sir.
No.
No.
So
Then
basically,
what
it's a
is it?
service request.
Then it is
Service
a
request.
service request only. Okay, I'll give. That means you have to think that people will raise everything as an incident. But being a service desk guy, you have to think whether it is a service request or incident. Because incident, when I say it is a priority is more, you have to resolve everything. If I give my laptop is not working or my mail is not working incident, then you have to rush like anything. So you have to decide whether it is a service request or incident. So now is you are all saying this is a service request. Correct? Correct? This is the service request.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Perfect. But I have raised the ticket that my laptop is not working when I am deploying the project to client. Total project is in my laptop. I have gone to the client. I am deploying the project there. At that time, my laptop is not behaving properly. Then what you will think? Whether it is a service request or incident.
Now it is
Now it is an
incident.
incident, sir.
Yes, good. Now it is an incident. Why it is an incident?
Production loss.
Production loss. So you have to think that whether this request is giving production loss or the not production loss. If it is a production loss, then we have to take it as a incident. If it is not production loss, then we will consider it as a service request. That's why I given. Don't think that server is down means it's an incident. Server is down means you have to think how many are working there. What is the impact on the production of this server if it is failed? So we have to make it up, but it is only a service request. Okay. So what is an alert? Now I given this service difference between the service request and alert. So I explained the service request. What is an alert? How you define an alert?
Alert is
Anyone?
an warning.
It's a
Warning.
server crash.
Okay. Who will give that server is crashed or this? Yeah, tell me. Yeah. Tell me, Asgar, you want to say something? What happened? Yeah. Is my questions are like that or you are like that? I don't understand. Is my questions are like that? All the time you are becoming panic when I ask some question.
Sir, we are thinking what is the expected answer. So we are
You have given lot of things. Then what the expected time that is? He has explained much more. What is this? What is this? What is that? He has given some notes. I think you are going through the recording. Then also why there is a disturbance in this giving an answer.
Alert is a warning that thresholds has been reached or something has changed or failure occurred.
Mhm. Okay. Okay. Alert. Here I said this is raised by the client. Alert is the warning or an alert raised by network monitoring system. That's all simple. You know it. Correct or not? How you will get an alert? Alert is getting from the monitoring system. If I get a warning from the monitoring system, that tickets we are calling it as alerts. You know it, the way of explanation, how you have to explain. The warning means any gunda has came and explained this is I will kill you like that. Or somebody will come and say, boss, your server is down. Is it or not? So there is a tool. That is what I said very first. That is what you have to understand. So the very first definition itself I have given using some tools. Tool. This is the network monitoring tool or router traffic graph. This will indicate the bandwidth management. So how much bandwidth I am using in my system. So these are all you will get the alerts from this tool. So if I get a warning or the raised by NMS or network monitoring system is alert. Yes, this clarity should be there so that we will have a full clarity. Okay, you know very well where is service request, what is alert, what is this. Okay, so what is an event? What is an event? These are all you have studied.
An event is an occurrence that has significance in IT sector, like
Mhm.
uh, transaction successful or failed, message we get, or error or server down, things like that comes under the event.
Okay. Anyone? Why you are giving such an example? So here is the thing is that if you give that type of things now, the problem is we will kill you like anything. Because here itself we came to know that you don't have the clear clarity on that. So I will try to give more questions. So you will be panicked there. So your answer should be precise. If you goes on explaining now, then you have lot of issues because you don't have the clarity on that. Frankly, do you have the clarity on that? What you have explained? Tell me clearly. There is no problem. Have the clarity on that? What you have explained? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Clarity? You have clarity?
Yes, yes, sir.
Then your answer is not correct, no? Okay. Your example is correct, but this is not the answer for the question what I asked. Your example is correct. Okay, this is set down or this is. That means we are getting an alert. Then I'll call it as an alert only. Why I said event? So
Sir, what
event
is
is, yeah, tell me. Tell me something you are asking. Askar, tell me you are asking something.
Yes, sir. Any detectable occurrence that has significant for the IT infrastructure management. Okay.
Hmm. Why you are using significant, significant? What is mean by significant? I don't understand. What is mean by significant? If I
Prominent,
do,
important.
mhm. So event is nothing but a change in the system process. That's all. A change. system process. Any change in the system process, we call it as an event. There is no question of significance or not significance or nothing at all. So I will show you some event. So this is the Windows logs I am. Suppose you say system. So even if I logged in into the system, this is a change. So field is analyze usage, or this is a warning I have. So something has triggered, and this is what you call it as some information. These are all events, something that is happened while the system is working. Some status is changed. Any status change, we call it as event. Suppose my application. So my application, I logged in into the application. So this is has detected a checkpoint. So there is no significance for this. When I logged into my system, it is said, "Bus, you are logged in properly with username and password." So Windows login, when I say, "Bus, your username login is not sufficient," or something like that. So when I changed, when I logged in from one state to other state, it has came. That is, you call it as even. There is no significance. I don't understand what is mean by significance. Suppose if you say these are all this. So I logged in. I logged in this system. So this is also recorded. Account login as successful. So is there any significance for this? If it is not logged in, then it will come to the error. But when I logged in, it has recorded there. So this is not any significance. So why you are going significance, I don't understand.
Got
Change
it,
in
sir.
the system state. Okay, any change in the system state, I'll say. System state means before you have not logged in, now you have logged in. System state is changed. Now I opened the browser. There is no browser. Now I opened the browser. So some process is running and now new process is came. So that is also an event. So any change in the system state, we call it as an event. So this event is ready to cause the problem, then I will call alert. If this system state changes or change in the system state causing the system down, then I will call it as an alert. Very simple things, but this is a lot of meaning is there in this. Alert is different, event is different. He will ask you, event will come first or alert will come first. This is the way he will ask the question in the service desk. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Which one will come? Event will come first or alert will come first?
First event come first. If there is any problem in the change of state, then alert is there.
This alert will come. So you will get confused. You tell me, bus event will come or alert will come. So first event happens, then the alert
Yes.
will come. So that will alert. Without event, how the alert will come? So first event will comes. Event occurs, then alert us. Suppose I designed that my hard disk is up to 70%, you give the alert. So my system is moving to 70%. Whenever my 70% of the hard disk is reached, that means event is occurred. So that event give an alert for us. So first event will come, then alert will alert us. Whatever you have defined set point is there, that set point is reached. So please go and check. Correct or not? So first what we will do? So first we will check. First we have to check that point. Then we will become an alert. That means suppose you say Corona has entered. So that is the event. Then we are taking the precautionary measures. We won't take precautionary measures if there won't be any corona. Correct or not?
Yes,
So
sir.
the event should come. Then the alert will come. So we have set some point on this. Okay. What is SLA? What is mean by service level agreement? Don't elaborate. SLA means service level agreement. What is this service level agreement?
It's an agreement signed between the service provider and user
What agreement they have done?
for the services that user want.
Eh, any other? That means I'll keep your server in my data center. They have taken agreement for 1 year. Is it SLA?
Yes, sir.
Correct? Or not? As per your definition, this is agreement made between the my client and myself. So is it become the SLA?
No, sir. Some additional formality is also there.
What that? What that?
It specifies the level of service that will be provided and the expectation and the responsibility between both the parties.
Okay. I don't understood what that you have said. You asked the same question, I have given the same answer. Will you satisfy? Prima.
Only if it is under the SLA, then only the service provider would be able to store the data of the customer if it is under the agreement.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So first I will explain in brief the service level. Then I will give you technically what is service level. Suppose you have ordered one pizza. Okay. So how much time you will expect that? Before getting any order, pizza or biryani, whatever it may be, your service provider, Zomato or Swiggy, they will say that I'll deliver your pizza or your order in 30 minutes, suppose. But he delivered this 1 hour, after 1 hour. Okay, it took around 1 hour to deliver. Okay. So will you pay the amount for this guy, pizza guy?
No.
Will you pay?
No, sir. No.
You won't pay. I don't pay. Why? Because he has
Because of
Because
given the
30 minutes.
our, yes.
timeline is 30 minutes, but he has came
Yes.
1 hour. So this is what you are calling is agreement. That means the 30 minutes is an agreement. They won't write any letter here. So time to deliver is service level agreement. So service level agreement is nothing but what? It is the timelines to resolve the issue is SLA. As you said, Seema or somebody said, agreement made between the client and this to resolve the issue. This is the important point. What that agreement? That means to resolve the issues, I have given some timelines. You said install or my VPN is down. I took 2 days. Is it valid? Is it
No.
valid? No,
No, sir.
that means I had to give before that itself, I had to give the timeline. But I will resolve the issue within this many minutes. So this is what you are calling the service level agreement. As you said, agreement made between between client and IT department to resolve. This is very important to resolve or timelines to resolve the issue is called SLA. Okay, so any timelines, that is, every ticket will have some timeline, whether it is a service level ticket, whether it is a incident ticket, or whether it is an alert, whatever the ticket it may be, we will have some timelines to resolve. So the timelines to resolve are the agreement made between the client and the issue within the timelines. We call it as the SLA. Hope you are connecting to me because your sir might have explained different and my way of explanation is purely the what I call it as purely going into this. Hope understanding this.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. Okay, because your sir might have explained in different way. I am explaining in different way. Get confused on this. Both are same only, but the way in which I am explaining is purely technical, and you have to give this in the technical only. In the interview, you have to say like this only. You should not say that cock and bull stories, whatever you said. That is, your answer should carry some meaning. So here I said this, you said correctly. Made between client and IT department. You should not give a chance to ask me another question. If I said to timelines to resolve the issue, that's all. Where is that? I cannot ask any more question on this. I know that, okay, you have understood what is SLA. If you say up to this point, I will give lot of questions to you. So you will get panic in this. So try to the issues or try to answer the questions in the interview. So what is this preventive maintenance activity? What is mean by an incident? Mean by alert? What is mean by this ticket? Like that, we have three tickets. Nobody will ask you, but tell me what are the types of tickets. So if at all I want to make you to join in the total technical side, nobody will ask you the definition. He will ask you like this only. Just now I said two servers are there, one is failed. So how you consider this? Whether it is a service ticket or incident ticket, or your internet has gone or incident is happened, what are the steps that you will take when the incident is happened? So you have to say that. So PRTG graph, when I say PRTG, just I am saying one more thing. So this is indicates the bandwidth of this. So every time it indicates the what is the bandwidth that I am using. So this will say that this is the ticket that I have. So this is indicating, sir, it has gone there. So why it is coming like that? Okay, I'll show. Can you see this?
Yes, sir.
I'll paint it. I'll show. Now is it clear?
Yes.
So
Yes,
if you
sir.
see this, so if you see this, it is showing this is the router traffic I am getting, this much of using I am using, this much of bandwidth I am using, at what speed I am taking. Here every 5 minutes it will give this data, how much bandwidth I am using. If this bandwidth reaches to 80%, then total network will become slow. This will be used for that purpose. So how much the organization is using the bandwidth. So if this bandwidth is reaching 80% of your things, then total network traffic will go slow. So we have to find out why this is going slow. You will sit in front of this as a service desk guy. You will monitor this. Okay, boss, this is the bandwidth. If there is any disconnection in this mean, this is indicating that there is a breakdown in this. So your system is, that means internet has gone down. This is indicating that this internet is down now. So like that, we have to sit and we have to inspect that who is the culprit, who is eating more bandwidth here. So this is not only for us using bandwidth. This is also useful for the ISP, whether they are reaching their SLAs or not. They will say that my internet will give 99.9% of uptime. How can you measure that this is giving 99.9% uptime? Where is the proof? So this will give the proof. But up to this point, your system is down. From 11:30 to 11:45, your network is down. This I have shown, I will show him in record. So like this in a month, how many downtimes has happened? That will indicate that whether I have to continue this guy or not. Any other persons don't see this. Being a service desk guy, if you are in the data center operation, you will observe this. How much bandwidth I am using, or any operational data center, when you see how much bandwidth is consuming. When the ILL is gone, you have to take the record of all these things. Then I have to say that whether they have reached this SLA or OLA. Another is OLA. This is national level agreement. Again, same. To what is that? Is between the IT department and vendor. What is means? Suppose I purchased the what you call laptops from separate member. So if laptop is failed, then I will take agreement for that. If my laptop is failed, how our hard disk is failed, how much time you will take to resolve this laptop issue. So to resolve the vendor side issues. Or I have purchased one switch or router. Router is not working properly. So that router I purchased from some vendor. So I will go and I'll ask that guy, but your router is not there. So before I am getting the vendor, selecting the vendor, I will take the agreements from there. So how much time you will take if my laptop has gone down, if my router has gone down or something has gone down. So these are all called organization level agreements, OLA. Difference is there. This is between the IT department and client. This is between the IT department and vendors. Try to understand very clearly. This is the vendors. This is IT department and client to resolve the issue. Both are there to resolve the issues, timelines to resolve the issues. This is what the SLA or OLA, but SLA comes to the client, OLA comes to the vendor. For us, IT network is down means for us it is a OLA. For that guy, that is SLA for them. For us it is OLA. Getting?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So try to understand clearly how the things are this and what are the break. You want any break or shall I continue for another 20 minutes so that I will leave you guys? Or you want break 15 minutes, then come back for that.
No, sir, you can continue.
Continue. All are okay with that?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Okay. Now, what is the priorities? Priority levels. What is mean by the priority levels?
Priority
At
level
least you tell
is
me what are the
level
name the prior. Tell me.
on which we have to make a priority. Like
Yep.
if there
Yeah.
is an incident problem or service request to on that node, we have to
Hmm.
prioritize the incident problem and
What
then
is
the
that?
service
What are
request.
those priorities? What are those priorities? Will you define first or after the issue has came, you will define? Tell me, Rahul.
After the issue, sir. Means whenever
After issue
we
comes, you
get.
will resolve the prior, you will give the priority.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we will define the priorities when I kept my service desk itself. We won't give the priorities when when the ticket has came. We will define this priority is this. One is P1 priority, another is P2 priority, another is P3 priority. What is P1 priority? This is a high priority. That means here I am defining my SLA. If it is a high priority issue, you have to resolve the issue within these timelines. These are both are combined, SLA and P1 priorities. So when I say high priority issue, when I say medium priority issue, when you define it is a medium priority, when you define it is a high priority, or when you define it is a low priority. So when I say it's a high priority issue, so high priority issue, if I say this, so total organization production got affected by that issue. We call it as P1, high priority issue. So you have to define when the issue is came, by the time itself that is come with a priority. You cannot define the priority after coming that you won't decide, okay, but this is this or this. While the system itself is came to your bucket, your help desk system itself is defined. What is medium priority? Part of the users got affected with this issue is called P2. That means say I have 5 servers are running in that organization, having each own application. In that 5 servers, one server is down. That means only part of the people who are working on that server is got affected. It's not affected by whole organization. Then I'll call it as P2, medium priority. Got this point, medium priority?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Total production loss. Here also part of the users got affected and also production loss. Here also production got affected. Here also production got affected. But here total organization got affected. Here part of the users got affected with some production loss is there. Then we call it as P2 ticket. So P3 ticket, when you say this is low priority means no production loss. Individuals got affected. Individuals got affected by this issue and no production loss. Okay. Then I'll call it is P3. That means my laptop is not working. There is no production loss. My individual uh, system has got affected. I am only got affected, not other. No production loss for the organization. This is what you call it as a low priority. Low priority, medium priority. So when I am defining a issue, so what I have to define? Defining to define the issue. What are the things that you have to check? First of all, I had to check the priority, sorry, type of the ticket, type of ticket. Next is priority. Next is what is SLA. Priority itself is inbuilt with that SLA. This whatever I said, the timelines will vary from client to client, from organization to organization, priority or from organization to organization. This SLAs will vary or priority timelines will vary. Don't think that this is constant. It is not constant. It's a different according to that client, that is they will give. Not that a standard this, but this is standard. High priority, medium priority, low priority. So whenever the ticket I get, first of all, I have to search whether it is a service ticket, whether that service ticket is P1 ticket or P2 ticket or P3 ticket, and what is its SLA. For that client, P1 may be 1 day. For another client, P1 may be 30 minutes. Is it or not? So timeline. Don't think that everything is same. So what I will explain some simple thing. So I will work on the cloud and network side. To my team, being a manager, to my team, I have defined the timelines or priorities or SLAs for the network issues. So how I will define the issues? So when I say priority, there are two things I have to get. For this priority, what is the response time? That means how much time I should take to respond for these issues, and resolution time. One is response time and another one is resolution time. So when I will give the response priority, when I say priority P1, the response is nothing but what? Okay, boss, I am looking into your system. Acknowledging the is called acknowledging the ticket is response. That means, okay, I received because you have raised the ticket. You don't know whether I have seen the ticket or not. Call it as response time. This is example only. I am giving the example. Okay, this is an example for this. So response time for this is say 5 minutes. I have to respond. But I received your ticket. I am working on that. And what is the resolution time? The resolution time is 30 minutes. I must resolve that issue within that 30 minutes if it is a network. I have given to my team, these are the timelines you have to define. These are the timelines you have to maintain. My team is maintaining this timeline. So P2 issue. Response time is 5 minutes to 10 minutes and resolution time is 1.5 hours. That is 90 minutes. And if it is a P3 issue, now the response time is 3 hours. Resolution time is by end of the day. These are the timelines defined by me for my team. These are all not standard timelines. So these are the timelines that I have defined. So my team will work. Getting? Hope you are understanding what is priority. Why I
Yes.
need the
Yes, sir.
priority.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Any ticket if I take, first you have to see what is the type of the ticket, what is the priority of the ticket, what is the timelines. Even if for one client, P1 is 30 minutes. For another client, even if you are working, P1 is not 30 minutes. That may be 2 hours. That may be one day. That depends upon how the production loss is going on there. So the timelines are defined according to the production loss of that particular organization, particular client. So SLAs are not standard. That's why I said it is an agreement made to resolve the issue. This depends upon client to client. It varies between client to client. So SLAs varies between client to client. It is not a standard timelines and organization to organization. Okay, don't say examples of this. When he asks the example, you have to say that example. If I say like this, example of this, then he won't satisfy with that. Then he will ask, okay, this is not so important. Shall I do it in 30 minutes? It's not that. So here is that. Have you heard about the name SOP?
Yes.
What is that?
Standard operating procedure.
What is that?
Standard operating procedure.
You have elaborated. I asked, what
Yeah,
is
yeah.
that?
So these are like steps which you have to follow to do something, like do a particular thing.
Yes, Prakash, you are correct. That means what are the, if the issue has came or if something is get, so how you have to proceed to resolve that issues. That means these are the steps. These are the process or steps to be followed to resolve the issues. Suppose I will say one thing. Suppose you got an issue which is a P1 issue. So that has came to your login. So first of all, what you will do? You will check what is the priority of the issue. What is that issue? Then first thing you have to do is, if it is a P1 issue, you have to give the response to that. That means, boss, your issue has been escalated to the concerned person. Suppose an issue belongs to SAP application server. We won't resolve that SAP application server. So, but it has came to you. So first you have to take that and you have to see that what is the priority of it, what is the SLA of it. Then immediately you have to give the response to that client who has raised the ticket. First we are the issue is or your whatever the issue you have raised is sent to the concerned person. Then this is what you are calling response time. Within that response time you have to respond. Then you have to give it to the you have to talk to that concerned person. Boss, the ticket has came, please look into this and let me give what the timelines that will be resolved. It may be within the timelines or it may not be that. Sorry. Within the timelines you want to resolve, so you have to coordinate with that guy, to coordinate with the client. If it is exceeding that timelines, you have to say we are keeping this in hold and say we are looking into this matter. So like this, I think I shared this to your who is called your Latif, the SO. Ciao. Okay, thank you. So this is the what is your roles responsibility? What is RCA? RCA, do you have any idea on that? Prakash, have you worked anywhere on this or you are the fresher for this? Prakash, can you hear me? Gyan Prakash.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Are you the fresh guy or are you the you worked somewhere?
No, no, I am the first guy, sir. Like,
Fresh graduate. Okay, because when I asked SOP immediately you have answered me. Generally freshers won't come on this. Okay. So here I explained that when the ticket has came, how the ticket should be done. First of all, you have to understand the details of the ticket and acknowledge the ticket. That means whether to whom I have to send, whether it will be resolved to whom I have to send. And you have to acknowledge the ticket by using that SLA timelines. Then decide this to whom I have to send. Then you have to follow this procedure and resolve the issue. So this is the one I have given in the, I kept this in somewhere else in my uh, which is reachable to all the people of service desk. This is what, because you are the fresh guy, they will say this is the procedure you have to follow. This is not the standard procedure, but comes under standard only. There may be some variations. This is the way you have to check that issue. And what are the timelines for this? If it is a P1 issue, how you have to go for this? It is the SLAs for each and every client what we are dealing. This is the SAP side client. So how much time I am taking to resolve the issues? Okay. This is RCM, root cause analysis. Why this system has, why this is down? You have to understand that. What is that made this system has gone down? Okay, if you got the call, here the people are raised the ticket on the help desk, but you got a call. His help desk is not working. He has given a call to you. Then how you have to behave this? How you have to proceed for this when I have a call line for this? Then What are the actions that you will take when the P1 call is there? Like this, I have given this. Okay, this I will share with uh, Latif, so that I think you can, this will be useful for you guys on this. Similarly, this service desk also I given to this, how the service desk will work. What is the service desk definition, or what is the purpose of that service desk? Ticket levels, and what is the definition or the purpose of this to provide an organization structure effectively support the employees. Objectives of this help service desk, and what are the difference between the service desk and help desk. I explained clearly here. So try to go through this. How we have to escalate the ticket. Suppose if it is not done within the timeline, how the ticket will be escalated from here to your team lead, from team lead to manager or head of the IT department. Okay. And what is this monitoring tool? How I am monitoring the bandwidth? How I am monitoring the this? I have taken some snapshot from that and I kept it here. So what is that? Once you did this service desk, how can you go forward, whether into this or the cloud development or architecture? Once you are familiar with this type of monitoring tool, that means you are directly in touch with these things, in touch with technologies. Your interview will decide whether I have to take you into the technical side or whether I have to keep you as a what you call postman to move the get that defines by your team, by your answers only. So how you will go once you have moved to the cloud, or you can move to the DevOps side or architecture side, like that you can go. Okay, this is simple thing. Just I want to have some session from you guys. Hope you are comfort with what we have what I explained. Any questions from your end? Now you can ask that questions.